Hello everyone, this is Mellow, Bellow, your success engineer, back once again with the continuing topic, criteria for leadership. Criteria for leadership, what do we mean by criteria for leadership? Well, let's analyze that for one moment. In the Holy Bible, God tells us his criteria for leadership. A shepherd after his own heart. A shepherd after his own heart. What does that mean, you ask? Well, that's quite simple. A shepherd after his own heart, that person must possess at least 4 skills. 4 skills. What are those skills? Attitude skills, people skills, equipping skills, and leadership skills. Let's break that down just for a moment. Attitude skills. And remember, we said at least 4 skills. So we're keeping it simple here. Attitude skills. That person must have a servant's heart. What's a servant's heart? A servant's heart is an individual that does not mind doing things for other folks. Doing things so that other people can succeed. That's a servant's heart. And wholly believing that they're doing the right thing and don't mind helping other people. That's what God is talking about when he talks about a shepherd's heart. Both positive and persistent. That's another attitude skill. Positive and persistent. Well, what does that mean? Well, you have to be congruent with your thoughts, your words, and your deeds. That means do what you say you're going to do. Mean what you say. And let everything about you be consistent with that. So be both positive in your thoughts, in your words, in your deeds, in your actions. People will then see that's an attitude. That's one of the skills, an attitude skill. Criteria 2. Criteria 2 are people skills. What do we mean by people skills? Well, you have to have the ability to relate to others, communicate, delegate, motivate, and confront sometimes. There are situations when we talk about communicate, what does that mean, communicate? Well, it's not just verbal, and remember this, communication comes in all forms. All forms. You see, we were given 2 ears and 1 mouth. Why? So that we can listen twice as much as we speak. So that's a part of your communication skills is listening to others and communicating both verbally as well as non-verbally. Non-verbal communication is a very important role. Active listening. Pay attention when others are speaking. Seek to understand as opposed to just listening to people so that you can cut them off with what it is you want to say, because what you have to say is so much more important. No, it isn't. It isn't. And people will get that from how you communicate with them. So people skills is a major criteria. That's a part that you need to have. Delegate. There are going to be times when you need to delegate. Delegate some of the activities and duties and things that you do. Motivate. There are going to be times when you need to motivate others. Motivate others so that they can become inspired and handle and take care of those things that need to be done. There'll be times when people are down and you're going to have to pick them up. Choose your words correctly. Choose them carefully. Understand that there's a time you have to tap in. That's all a part of communication skills. And communicate with those people, those things that are important. Confront. That's a part of the criteria number 2, which is people skills. Confront. Sometimes you're going to have to confront others. You're going to have to confront them and straighten them out. Correct them and be fair. Be fair, but by all means, let them know, put them on the straight and narrow road so that you can be helpful and they can be of a benefit to you, the team, the group, and themselves. Criteria 3, equipping skills. What are equipping skills and what do we mean by that? Well, let's think about it. equipping skills? Well, you have to have the ability to train and develop others for service. For service. See, leaders are not born. They are developed. So what you must do is likewise, you must train and develop others to perform a service and or a task. And in turn, train and develop others to do the same. It's kind of duplicating yourself. So when you are successful and you're able to get others to help them move along, then they too will be able to do the same. Train, help, and develop others to perform a task, to perform a deed, and to move on, become a leader themselves in their own right, to train and develop other leaders. Now that's a real important role here. Criteria number 4. What's criteria number 4? Criteria number 4 is leadership skills. Leadership skills, well, what are they? Well, you need to have the ability to cast vision, plan, strategy, direct teams, and empower others. That is so important, so important. Well, what type of vision? Well, it's been said that a people perish for a lack of vision. So you need to be able to see things, and leaders see things that others don't, and convey and communicate those so that others can see them. Picture this, picture that. Those are powerful words, and when you can get a person to picture where they're going, what they're doing, plan a strategy to show them how to get there, and direct your team, direct multiple teams, and empower them, that's when you are actually on to something. You really, 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 really are. So remember, a shepherd after his own heart. Well, again, I sum it all up very simply with the ICE principle. The ICE principle. What is that? The ICE principle is inspire, challenge, and empower. So when you inspire others to do things, greater things than they would have thought of before you came along, when you challenge them to go that little extra mile to force their heart and nerve and sinew to hold on when there's nothing left in them to hold on to, that's challenging. And when you empower them, you then allow them, you release them and enable them to do what they would do, not tell them how to do it, tell them what needs to be done and let them go do it. That's when you have employed the ICE principle. So inspire, challenge, and empower others. This is Samuel Mellow Bellow, signing off for now, your success engineer. Until next time, happy to see you, happy you've joined me. Take care. Goodbye.